Good afternoon. Welcome to ZTN News Blitz. A look at our top stories. COVID-19 being felt everywhere as Zimbabwe's June public examinations yet to be marked. Where's my wife? Sikhala shouts in court as Hopewell Chin'ono is denied bail yet again. South African President Ramaphosa reprimands Tito Mboweni over Zambia comments. And in sport, we tell you why former Tel1 midfielder King Nadolo opted for Dynamos. Zimbabwe's June public examinations are yet to be marked a month after they were written and 2 months before another group of candidates set for the November session. Authorities attribute the delay in marking to a spike in COVID-19 cases, which resulted in marking being indefinitely suspended. The examinations were taken under strict supervision to protect stakeholders from the pandemic, which has claimed 155 lives in the country so far. Zimbabwe Schools Examinations Council Board Chairperson Professor Eddie Mwenje spoke to ZTN.
We are doing that preparation. You know that certainly because of the spike in COVID-19 that has happened in the last 2-3 weeks in the country. We had to take more measures to ensure that the markers would do it, in better places. So after the finishing of the exams, we had to...
Teachers Union of Zimbabwe President Takawafira Zhou says the issue is about payment.
The reality is that such teachers who are our members have communicated to us very clear that they've realized that they must not major in minors, but major on majors. So in reality, teachers' salaries have remained static when other sectors have received hefty salaries, thereby creating discrepancies where people were earning less than teachers are now earning 6 times than the salary of teachers.
2 women from Hwange, a district in northwestern Zimbabwe, were reportedly shot and killed at the weekend as police and coke panners clashed. According to reports, the women were hit by stray bullets after police officers fired shots purportedly to scare off the panners from the Hwange colliery coke plant. One of the women was reportedly shot in the abdomen while the other one was hit in the chest. National Police spokesperson Assistant Commissioner Paul Nyati said an official statement on the incident will be issued later today.
We'll issue a statement in the next few hours.
MDC Alliance National Deputy Chairperson Job Sikhala is at the Harare Magistrates Court, where he is answering to charges of inciting public violence. Sikhala was picked up at the weekend in Tinwald, Harare, where he was allegedly in hiding from police who were keen to interview him over the planned 31 July protests. Our correspondent Patience Namburo is following proceedings at the Harare Magistrates Court. Now, Patience, we understand there was a bit of drama there. Can you give us more details?
Well, Blessing, it seems Job Sikhala and drama are inseparable. The first person he looked for when he got into the court was his wife. He shouted, "Where is my wife?" much to the amusement of the gallery. He then, of course, took his seat after locating his wife in the gallery. Sikhala is being charged with inciting public violence in connection with the 31st July protest. He's being represented by Eric Matinenga. His lawyers are now contesting their client's arrest and want his charges to be dropped. Right now, they will be putting on their submissions, and we're just keeping our fingers on the pulse, and we'll keep you updated.
Patience, many thanks. Still with the courts, journalist and activist Hopewell Chin'ono has been denied bail, and Chin'ono is facing similar charges as Sikhala over the 31 July anti-government protests. Chin'ono was seeking bail based on what his legal team argued were changed circumstances to his case. But Magistrate Ngoni Nduna this morning ruled that the notion of new circumstances was not new, as they were part of arguments in his first bail application, which was turned down on the 24th of July. Chin'ono's lawyer, Rosalina Hanzi, speaks.
We had our lead counsel, who was representing Hopewell Chin'ono, being denied audience by the magistrate court last week, and she's now being barred from even consulting with the client, even at prisons. It appears that the members of the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services are now interpreting that lack of audience in court to also apply to other places of detention and other facilities.
Over 1,000 people have recovered from COVID-19 within a week in Zimbabwe as the recovery rate goes up to 82%, up from 72% last week. According to latest data from the Ministry of Health and Child Care, 5,930 cases of COVID-19 have been recorded so far, and of those, 4,872 have recovered. This leaves the country with 903 active cases of the virus. So far, a total of 155 people have died from COVID-19 related illnesses. World Health Organization country representative Dr. Alex Gasasira urged the nation to remain vigilant nonetheless.
COVID-19 disease is that the majority of people who get infected will have mild to moderate illness. It's estimated that about 80% of people will have mild to moderate illness, meaning that they will, they should all recover completely from this illness, and so the recovery rates we are seeing here in Zimbabwe should not be surprising. This is in line with what we are actually seeing in other parts of Africa, where between 70 to 80% of those who get confirmed infection actually recover.
Well, one of those recoveries is the Deputy Minister of Youth, Sport and Recreation, Tino Machakaire. Machakaire tested positive for the virus early this month. Takuzo Jambakwe caught up with the Deputy Minister, who shared his journey to recovery.
I've collected my results, and they are now negative. We have to emphasize them. We must remove I take my removal COVID I paid. No, I tested positive, and we just have to be patient and play around.
COVID-19 appears to take a greater toll on men more than on women. Well, this is at least according to a study by Zimbabwe's Minister of Health and Child Care. The study shows that men account for 55.94% of the total number of infections recorded so far, while women account for about 44.06%. It further notes that most COVID-19 cases are recorded in the 20 to 40-year age group, while more women are affected as age increases. Zimbabwe Medical Association President Dr. Francis Chirowa said men are more predisposed to infection due to their risky behavior, such as smoking, which increases chances of respiratory complications.
So throughout life, various conditions that kill, that make people sick, tend to affect men more than women. This could be related to behavior. Risk behavior, obviously, in adult men. Men tend to take more risks as compared to women, and therefore they tend to be knocked out much earlier. Even if you look at the upper ends of life expectancy, in the 80s, 90s, at any one time you find there will be more women surviving than men. So generally in life, that is happening. So we do expect that even with the COVID, that trend should be the same that we have.
Retailers say the 5,000 Zim dollar mobile money daily limit for individuals is not business friendly. The new limit was announced last week by Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe Governor Dr. John Mangunja in his mid-term monetary statement. Confederation of Zimbabwe Retailers President Denford Mutachi told ZTN that this move is going to negatively affect the retail and wholesale sectors.
There is a negative impact in the reduction of sales, revenue and transactions and the volume of transactions per day. Because if someone wants to purchase, say, for 20,000 RTGs from a wholesaler, it means they have to visit that wholesaler how many times? 4 times. Purchasing for 5,000 per transaction per day. So that's a huge inconvenience that increases cost of transacting.
Bankers Association of Zimbabwe President Ralph Watungwa applauded the move.
As you know, the target capital levels were established before all stakeholders were not aware of the challenges that were going to be faced, particularly because of the economic downturn and also exacerbated by the COVID pandemic.
Economist Professor Gift Mugano said the compromise was positive.
So I think the movement from around 50% to still 80% is remarkable. Just to appreciate what the bank has done. Of course, it's shy by 10% to reach the minus level, but I think for a start, it's a good move. And of course, also the 60 days window is an improvement from 30 days.
South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has strongly reprimanded his finance minister Tito Mboweni over comments made on social media on the sacking of Zambia's central bank governor. Mr. Mboweni, through Twitter, sparked a diplomatic tiff on Sunday after challenging Zambian President Edgar Lungu to give reasons for the sacking of Denny Kalialia. Denny Kalialia was fired on Saturday from Zambia's Apex Bank and replaced by Christopher Mvunga. Mr. Mboweni later deleted his tweets. Footage of rats crawling freely in a ward at one of Zambia's biggest hospitals has landed the facility's administrators in trouble. The video captured the rats rummaging a plastic bag as a patient lay on a bed next to it at Kitwe Central Hospital in the Copperbelt region. Health Minister Chitalu Chilufya paid an impromptu visit to the hospital after the video went viral on social media. The minister ordered disciplinary action against the hospital's managers. He said the video was embarrassing to the government and those responsible should be made to answer. Kellyanne Conway has announced that she is resigning from her post as senior advisor to U.S. President Donald Trump. In a statement, Mrs. Conway, aged 53, said she was stepping down at the end of August to focus on her children, giving them less drama, more mama. Her husband, George, an outspoken critic of President, will also be stepping back from political activism. She added that her decision was completely her choice and that she will announce future plans in time. Let's move on to sport. King Nadolo's move to Dynamos came as a big surprise for many. Now the former Highlanders midfielder speaks to ZTN on why he joined the Glamour Boys.
I think it's very important because every player have plans, have dreams to play outside, and I think Dynamos was my platform to showcase my talent and to move out of the country.
On to basketball. Have the Dallas Mavericks found their Michael Jordan in Luka Doncic? It could be too early to conclude that, but Luka has made a statement difficult to ignore. He has now joined legends like Charles Barkley and Oscar Robertson as the only NBA players to have ever scored a 40, 15, 10 in a playoff game. To add to that, he joins players who have scored 40 plus in a playoff game and went on to win it with a buzzer beater, including Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard and Damian Lillard. In our last story, some say it's him, some say it's his doppelganger. A video clip of what looks like a maverick Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni showing off his dancing skills has broken the internet and stirred some serious debate. We'll leave you watching the clip. Thanks for watching News Blitz.
Chris up on the bad man shoe hustler, or the walk of yes, Sikhala. Kamukola nze semola sadi wakipana nze siwa malala buli kimu kyefuna buli kimu kyenyina waka wange manyi gange ndaputiyo zange bwene yagalamu muneragalaga bwene sudiyamu bwene somasoma eri gwe fitina obulumi bwaki n'obuntu obutono bwenkoze bubaluma I don't see why muzimba emitima